Alrighty. Well, I guess I am live. Let's see. How does this sound? Can I hear anything? Alright, well, I can. So, let's just get into it. Make sure it's not going to show anything I don't want it to show. Okay, I have to finish setting my game capture, and I can't quite figure out how to mess with stuff without switching scenes. So, should probably figure that out. But here we go. Should probably also make sure it's. Can I just fit to area? Fit to screen. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Is there a way I can fix the bitrate I'm streaming at, or is it just because I haven't rebooted in a while and my bitrate's being funny again? How bad is the bitrate? Okay, come on, no cutscene. Sorry for the no background audio. I don't want to set up credits in the description of this video because I'm lazy. Sorry. What was the recommendation? It was like 6,800. Yeah, let's see if we can hit that 68. All right, well, let's see if that's fixed things. All right, we seem to be hitting the targeted bitrate. Let's see if I can see a notable jump in quality. Okay, and I get to monitor audio. I should probably just have a monitoring channel set up. It does not look any better. Let's go. Here we go. Monitor and output. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. So now if I check my audio monitor, let's see, what is my... Come on. Sorry, this is really scuffed. It's been a little while. I kind of forgot what I was doing. All right, well, I can't figure out how to properly set up my audio devices right now. So I really hope that this isn't too loud. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, here you go. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Yeah, okay, well. Let's just see how bad it is if I test. Okay, that's pretty loud. Alrighty, let's just set Final Fantasy, I don't know, -14. Okay, this is another test to see if that is too loud or not. Alright, I'm talking here. Now it's getting muted again because anytime I lose focus on it, it mutes. I could change that. I think that's perfect. All right, let's select a data center. We're still NA. I want to play on... Where house is the cheapest? We're going to play in... Aether, I think. Let me just check really quickly. Perfect. All right, I don't have anything. Wow, that totally would have doxed me. What world do we want to play on? I think Gilgamesh is funny. Perfect. We're gonna create a new character from scratch. No viewers, unfortunately, but you know, it's not like it was gonna change my opinion anyways. I'm just gonna mute my monitoring. No, I'm gonna leave it unmuted. All right. So I want to play a Lalafell. If you can't tell by the thumbnail, Lalafell is peak. But let's decide some attributes. I don't know if that picked up on mic. Let's see if I can speak somewhere else. Let's speak about here. Okay. Yeah, dynamically adjust my voice on stream. Good plan, huh? Okay, you can't hear that. Awesome. So I've got my dice here. Okay, that's a little better, yeah. I hate the delay on that. Alright. I've always played male Lalafell. And let's see if the trend continues. Let's say odd is male, even is female. This is the D4 I'm rolling. That is a 4, so that means we're going to be playing a female Lalafell. Alright. Plainsfolk or Dunesfolk? I think I typically prefer Dunesfolk. Actually, no, probably Plainsfolk because... I don't know. We're going to roll again on this one. Plainsfolk's odd, Dunesfolk's even. Okay, Plainsfolk it is. That was a 1. A 4 is... Oh, heck yeah. Okay, this is 0 to 100, so we're going to roll a D100. Here's a percentile. Where is a D10? It's 12. Heck yeah. Alright. I heard myself say heck yeah, and then I said heck yeah again. That's like different, but holy cow. It's also, I've just bandaged my hands, and so rolling dice is a little funky, because I have no clue how to properly bandage my hands, but let's see. Alright, so percentile says 23. Heck yeah, that's a good number. Stop saying heck yeah. Alrighty, that's a good number. Approximately 35.1 inches. So not quite 3 feet. Yes, that is not quite 3 feet. Perfect. Bust size. Is this also 0 to 100? It is. Let's see what we get. Come on. I just literally came up with the idea of rolling dice on the spot. 001. So I think that's literally 1. So it's not 0. Oh, actually, technically there's 101 options. It occurred to me that there was no way for me to roll 0. I think if I had rolled full 0 and it had been a problem, I would have, coin flipped for it. Yeah, we'll go with 1. Okay. My voice sounds a little more nasally than I'd like. I should work on that. Okay. You know what? Let's get out a proper set of dice and stop just rolling random dice. Let's see if I can find all my kanji dice. There's the kanji. Okay. Got the 20, 12, 4. Here's my dice AMR for all those into that. D6. Percentile. I wish I remember like what this brand was. I know they've made like Witcher dice and stuff too. Ooh. How many do I have? I got 5 right now, so I need 2 more. I need the D10 and the D8. Oh, there's one of them. There's the D8. So now I am missing is the D10. I feel a little bit like I'm doing the Peter Quill, like, oh no, my voice is not. This is my natural voice. What are you talking about? But I just kind of don't like the way my voice sounds on camera, and you know, I think, no viewers. So who cares if I use this time to dynamically adjust and find the streaming range I want to use? I think that's on camera. I don't have my camera even plugged in, nor will I. I don't really have any plans to reveal my face for quite a while. Not directly, at least. Okay. Why can't I find that D10? Man, that stream delay is like, I don't know, it feels like 30 seconds or something. I'm not even sure why I think that would help me, but... Okay, it's probably close to like 10 or 15, but like... Ooh, I felt like again. I really don't want to dump this bag out. There's like over 100 dice in here. Man, I need to find a group that I can play D&D with. Or something. Honestly, I would love to try Pathfinder. Preferably P2E, but like... Wait, is that it? Do I need a flashlight for this? Holy cow. Not even that big of a bag. Okay, flashlight time. Now I have to figure out how to hold it. I'm trying to like awkwardly hold it with my chin. It's not. What's the best way I can do this that I'm not gonna regret this? What's in that box? Not too much. Just get that. Oh. Okay, I found a box I can dump out my bag of dice into. Let's see if I can find this dice. That is just not seeing it. There it is. That made things a lot easier. Oh, and now I'm hitting my mic. Good. Okay, well, that was a nice, I don't know how many minutes diversion, but I now have a full set of dice. What was I doing? Face? Do I have a strong preference on any of these? This one's kind of nice, but let's just roll a d4. I think, honestly, rolling will just be interesting. 2. That one's not bad. Skin color, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 23, 24. So 8 by 24. So if I roll an 8, 6, and 4, and I multiply the 6 and the 4, that should give me a definite position on there. So 8, 6, 4. Okay, so that's a 5 on the d8. And then what did I get? Nope, that's a 2 on the d8. I can't figure out shapes. It's 2 on the d8. And then 3 and 5 on the... So 15 down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So that's the skin tone. Hairstyle. Ooh, I kind of care about hairstyle, but you know, we can always change it if we really hate it. 1. Okay, so it's 5 across, so that's not gonna work. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I can't count. Holy cow. Can I navigate by arrow keys? No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 52. That's 14 times 3. Okay, so the primes on that one are 2, 3, and 7. What's something I can do about this? What if I do... What if I just roll the d8 and the d10? No, I don't like that. What if I roll the percentile, and if it doesn't work, I can just re-roll until it does? I mean, I've got 50-50 shots there, right? That it works. Actually set it higher, so... Okay, that is 59, so that slightly doesn't work. Oh, actually, I could just loop over. No, that would be unfair. Okay, 49. Just reroll this dice a few times. 10. 6. Okay. Nope, that was just 2 9s in a row. I had 49. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 49. Okay. It's like a simple, like, I don't know, what would you call that? Bob, pixie cut somewhere in there. That's nice. I might like that one more, but if we really want to, we can change it later. There's another 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have to decide highlights. Do I have a coin I can flip? Because I didn't like the audio thing. And I'm sure I have coins on my desk somewhere. as I sift through the junk on my desk. Ah, here we go. We have a 20 cent. Okay, I didn't decide what's what. All right. Heads is no highlight, or heads is highlights. Tails is no highlights. Okay. That is heads. So that means we are doing highlights. So let's roll for the base hair color first, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yep, okay. I actually don't think my system was working, but whatever. Because surely if I'm rolling 4x6, there will be some numbers in there that won't show up, like 19. So what if I... it should be like... I'm gonna flip a coin for 1 through 12. Come on. Heads is 1 through 12. Tails is 13 through 24. Okay, so it's 13 through 24. Then we roll the d12. Okay, 5, so it's gonna be 17, right? 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, 17. I know this is like really complicated, but I don't know. This is fun to me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we should be in this row, right? 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 17. Okay. And then let's roll the d8. 3. That's an interesting color. If we just did solid that, what would that look like? Okay. If we like turned off highlights, it would look like... Okay. It's kind of a very white, like almost thin hair color. Okay, same system for the highlights, but we're gonna roll it and revert in pretty much the opposite order. So 6. Then we're gonna roll the d12. 2, so that's either gonna be this one or like one like all the way down here-ish. So is it heads or tails? And again, heads low, tails is high. It is tails, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Yeah, that checks out. You know, that looks kind of interesting. I just think the highlights probably aren't great on this hairstyle, because you only get like 4 small bolts of color. Jaw, awesome. 4 types. 1, 2, 3, 4. That works for me. 2. What are my options? Okay, well, we got 2. So that's what we rolled. Eye shape, 6 types. 2 again. I keep rolling 2s. Iris size, large or small. Large is heads, small is tails. Okay, I dropped it. That's flip that. It is heads, right? Yeah. So large iris size. What are we missing out on? Okay, not a huge difference. So I was confused if I'm not super familiar with Euro, even though this has been on my desk for like years. Okay, we have another 8x24. Alright. Heads or tails? Okay, heads. So 1 through 12. 7. Although there was collision there, but I don't really care. So it's 7, and then what's the across? Where's my D8? Here it is. 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay, and then odd eyes or no? Odd eyes. Heads is normalized, tails is heterochromia. Okay, it's really hard to flip a coin when you're, or more so to catch a coin when your hand is like overwrapped in bandage. I think that counts, sure. Tails, let's go. We get heterochromia. We're creating the perfect little toonie here. I mean, well, that was the perfect price for being toonie, but and then what is it? Okay, so heads or tails? Heads, so that means 1 through 12. Yeah, do we want to try talking up here? Let's see if we talk up here, how this feels. Let's see, 1 through 12. 6. So that's actually just gonna be 6. It's a little nasally. I'm not sure I like it. 5 across. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we actually get very similar eye colors. But you know, that's part of the fun. It's a subtle detail. Eyebrows. There are 5 types. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d10. I'm going to divide by 2, and I'm going to round down. 8. 4. What were my options, by the way? Oh yeah, very diverse. Nose, very important. There are 6 types of nose. Here are our options. Two. Alright, I'm just gonna chalk like normal. Okay, mouth, there's 4 types. What are our options here? Do I have any preference on any of these? Maybe the 4th one. Let's see what we roll. 4. Okay. Lip color. There's 3 options, dark, light, or none. So we're gonna do the D6 thing. Divide by 2 thing. 5, so 2.5, so 2. No, that doesn't make sense. Because there's only one that'll roll 3. So I think that has to be... Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually we have to round up. Doesn't really matter for the other roll. Good to know moving forward. So it has to be none, which means I don't think any of this matters. Oh, wait, it does matter slightly. Okay. Nope, that's just shadows. I don't think this matters. I think that's just lighting bugs that make it look like it matters. Because if I were to, yeah, so if I set this to dark, then it matters. Mm. 8 by 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, we rolled none, so we don't have to roll up color. Very sad. Okay, ear shape. I think I do have a preference here. Actually, I really don't. I thought there's just one that was even bigger ears. Okay, D4. It's 4. That's pretty good. I think maybe I like one slightly more, but I'm fine with this. Ear size. 0 to 100. Okay. Let's see what we roll. Hoping for as big as possible, because big ears are funny. That is... Hyaku? There's no 0, it's Hyaku. But that means that is going to be 0. Okay, that's going to be 1. We rolled a 1. Very sad. I wanted big ears. Okay, facial features. This is going to be like if we have like earrings or whatever, right? Yeah. Oh, each of these is... Are these all selectable? Okay. So we have to flip a coin for each of these. Could I calculate the number of permutations and then reduce the dice rolls? Sure, but that would definitely take more time. Okay, for the first feature, it is heads is yes, tails is no. So that's a yes. Oh, okay, big eyebrows, I see. Number 2. Come on. Tails. So whatever this is. Eyeshadow? No. Now for nose stuff. Okay. Come on. Come on. I like bounces off the bandages on my hand. This sucks. Okay, heads. So I want to see if I can affect the color of that real quick. Would that be under lip coloring? No? Okay. Interesting. Okay, then for right earring. No. Darn, kind of like earrings. For left earring? No, no earrings. Okay. And for tattoos, there's 2 options. For the first one. Where'd that go? There it is. Where'd my coin go? Okay, oh, there it is. Okay. Tails. And this sort of glyph looking thing. Oh, that wasn't a very good flip. Come on. Tails. Darn. This looked kind of cool, actually. Let me look at that. Alright, well, tattoo color doesn't really matter because we don't have tattoos. So now for face paint. Okay. So now for face paint. Okay. 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 4 by 7. I think I was totally wrong on that 4 by 6 thing earlier, by the way. But I'm not sure. Isn't that lovely? So it's, I mean, technically it's only 27 of these. But I'm still gonna roll. I'm gonna roll 4 by 8. And then there's just gonna be like, 5 impossibilities. And then we'll flip a coin for reverse. Okay, 4, 8. Okay, well, that's 3 and 8, so we have to re-roll that 8. That's a 7. So, okay, does this even matter if I reverse it? It does a little bit, okay. Let's flip a coin. Come on. Flipping coins is apparently the hardest part of creating a character in Final Fantasy. No, we did not reverse because that was tails. Now for color. Dark or light? Dark is heads, light is tails. Tails. Okay, so it's going to be a light color. How boring is that? Oh well. 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 8 by 12. Okay, that is 6 and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, you almost can't see that. Could even see if it's dark. You can see it if it's dark, but okay. Well, there's 12 types of voice. So, do we want to hear the options? Okay. 4. And here's our options. That's a good laugh. Alright, well, that's the voice we've got. Okay. Well, that is that. What are some awesome, unique Lalafell poses? No, that's boring. Stretch. Alright. Confirm. Technically, now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have randomized the race. But, you know what? Next time. I'm not going to dox myself and reveal my other characters. Stream character decided by dice rolls. You know what? We will do that. We will roll the race on any attendance we get. Okay, well, there's 12 months. So you know how that goes. So that is 11. So the 6th astral moon. And then 10 and 4. 10, 4. Let's see what we got. 1, 7. So that is actually, yes. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so that is in fact not a 7 though, that is a 9, and I just can't read. So the 9th sun of the 6th astral moon. Wait, why is that 11, 8? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Why are the dates the same for the 7th and 8th? Does this happen every week, or is it just... There's 2. It's like the week changeover, so if I go here, does it happen again? I don't get it. Oh well. Alright, well, our date of birth is 11/8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there are 12 DDs to choose from. Is very cocked. Options are, by the way, Halon, Menfina, Thaliak, Naimia, Chmelan, Chimplayan, Baragot, Oshon, Khalgar, Azima, Azima, Nautal, okay, Nofka, and Altik. Okay, what did we get? 7. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get Baragot, the purveyor of architecture and industry and god of the arts. He commands the element of lightning and is associated with the 7th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Baragot is the elder brother of Halone, whatever, and pupil of Talyak. He is most often depicted as an ardent smith with a 2-headed hammer. His symbol is the hand. That's cool. So I feel like cheating because I have never started a character in Gridania. So I'd actually like to start in Gridania. So we're going to limit to that. I really do prefer casters, kind of like, magic DPS, but I've already kind of thrown that off. So our options are Conjurer, Lancer, Archer, Thaumaturge, which are the peak class, by the way. I mean, look at that. And yeah. So we have Archer, Lancer, or Conjurer, I believe. Okay, D6. Where 1 and 2 are a Conjurer, 3 and 4 are a Lancer, and 5 and 6 are an Archer. It's a 6, so we shall be an Archer. Alrighty. And let's see, what are the options? We have Genova, Gilgamesh, Siren, Fairy, Midgard, Solmer, Sargatanus, Adamantois, and Cactar. Except these 4 appear to be full. So there's just these 4. And we rolled for so much other stuff. Let's roll for a world. 2. Gilgamesh. Alright. Now we need a name. Chikaka Chaka. Zishasa Visha. Zukiki Zuki. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get one I like. Lazaza. Yukiki Yuki. Okay, well. I like Yukiki. Yake. Tura. Hanini Honey. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yoi. Yoi. That one's pretty peak. Dene. Nune. Zoku. Shoya. Sorry? Kiki. Jiwa. Zuku. Tepo. Babu. What if we did, So human so let's ask that. Yeah. Sore. Bla. Fuki. Okay. I think we're gonna Fuki. I can't. Fukiki. Fukiki. Fuki. Fuki. Fukiki. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, that character name cannot be used. Fusu Fusu Kanene Mimomo Mimo 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 Mimomo. I think because if I switch them Mimomo Mimo. Mimo Bitoto. Okay, sure. Oh. Shomu. Yes, please. Alright, we now have Shomu. Alright, and I don't know how far we're gonna go. We've been live for 50 minutes. What time do I need to be awake tomorrow? No, I want to make sure I'm in server time or Aorzia time, but oh well.
Here.
Actually, what I will.
Feel.
I didn't change it, so it won't mute. I'm not focus loss. Maybe next time it loads, I'll just move that box over to make sure it times. I mean, it's a little bit late with that other stream, but. It's Johnny Cash, the Man in Black. Holy cow.
Feel. Think.
Okay. I mean, Bard is sort of my go-to class in D&D, so, I mean... I think this works out. Although I don't usually do too much archery as a Bard in D&D. I mostly just spam Thunderwave. Do I attempt this? Oi! Yeah, sure. Let's read these. Is this the twins? Or is this? You alright, lass? I don't remember what Gridania is. That's Elvish. You alright, lass? It's Grizzlepester. You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be the Aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No need to fret though, you'll soon get used to it. Sure, this is this man's voice, why not? Oh, I guess it's up here. I can hardly do it without actually being instructed. I do not remember the Moogles from any other opening cutscene. Like, yeah. You feeling better, Kupo? Aha! You can't see us. This is almost Mickey. I had a feeling you could, Kupo. We're Moogles, and we live in this wood. Sorry, I don't know what this voice is, but it is what is happening. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. Well, of course the twins can, but... And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious, Kupo? Brother, I've witnessed a singular dream. I ain't witnessed Jack. Maybe he is Scottish. Well, of course, you've only just... Of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. Sorry for any horrible accents. I haven't studied. And I'm a tiny bit tired. Granny is still a fair way off. In case you're wondering, seeing as you're awake, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't care much for conversation, see. Nah, the twins are very talkative, you just gotta get used to them. Bremen's the name, and peddling's me trade. As for your good self, judging by your usual garments, I'd say you're one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days, especially. I don't like the pacing of that. Ain't no secret that adventure is a risky business. These days, especially. That's better. What was it that first attracted you to it? Alright, well, you know, there's 4 options. You know what that means. 2, we want glory. Me when I play Smash Brothers for glory. Glory? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folk ain't, and an adventurer such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out anything you need to know about the adventure and business in there. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Halt. Go no further. What's this then? Ugh. What's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... I bet my 0 viewers didn't expect they were going to get voice acting. Bloody hells. We should hold them here. Try to break clear. I'm a witness. Oh, that was too bleeding close. Ugh, that was horrible. That was too bleeding close. Nice of the Ixod to send us a welcoming party though, eh? Joking aside though. Joking aside. This won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends. So just you take care, alright? By the way, is this your first trip to Grania? No. But lying's funny, so we're gonna flip a coin. Well. I dropped the coin again. Heads, we lie. Yes. Is it? Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all of Eorzea. I don't know where this act is going, it's getting worse. Although right near as lush as it used to be, saying that. Not since the calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdman raids have become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last. Behold. Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals. Did I even read that right?
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest,
Close
close
to the heart of Eorzea.
Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania.
This guy's got a good voice.
Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
Coming soon to theaters near you. Coming soon to Blu-ray and DVD. Sorry, that's just what this voice reminds me of. And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this by way of thanks for keeping me company. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the matron take her to her bosom, that she may never want. And in her heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Final Fantasy 14. Sorry, I'm putting my dice back in the bag. Sorry, there's a lot of noise there. Not the ones I'm actually using, just the rest of them that I poured into a box. So. Oh, right. I was going to do this. Sorry for the lack of audio for a second. We're just gonna try and do this. Okay, that should fix frame rate and get audio back. That box, I'll explain it in a minute. Or actually, I'll get rid of it in a minute. You there? Yes, you. I don't know who this is. Okay. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I'm Bertinant, a woodwhaler of Gridania. I like this voice for him. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies, while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see which you are.
Welcome to Gridania.
Oh wait, no, this is. Oh, it's Burtonant. Sorry. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. I'm going to stick with mouse and keyboard. Although I am curious about the idea of using a controller, and I do have I think my DualSense is still plugged in. We don't need to open the Lodestone right now, and I'm fairly familiar with the controls. I should probably speak to this guy, hey? I should actually read stuff if I'm going to be gaming, hey?
Another green adventurer, I presume?
I thought as much. We can't allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested.
Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work,
I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's where the headquarters of the local adventure. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering.
the Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mione within, and she will take you in hand.
The dice noises. I'm just gonna try, and I'm definitely not gonna regret it. This guy's voice is all over the place. I need to lock in. Like, go. What is this box? From Global Ace, that's Frank Hall merch. Okay. Okay, I think I only dropped one of my dice doing that. I'll have to probably sort them all out and just set it later to make sure I'm not actually missing any, but whatever.
Mother Mione.
Mione? I don't know. Good name. Let's see if that's at that time. Okay, perfect. We're gonna set the server time, and now I can remove this box. I just would rather not showcase my time zone. So, sorry, I just keep like thinking of stuff and then like thinking of other stuff. Can you tell I haven't taken my beds in over a year? Wait, no, when did I last take them? I don't know. I feel like it's been a year though. Okay, so let's see. I need to wake up. I need to go there. So I need to leave then. Or then if I want to do that, which means I need to wake up probably about then, which means I need to go to sleep by then. So I think. What time is it now? It's. So. I can stream for another like hour or so. Hour and a half maybe. Honestly, I think even if I stream for 3 hours, I'll be fine. If I have that energy, which honestly, I feel like I might. Oh man, I have not streamed in so long. Which, you know, it sucks that I have 0 viewers, but whatever. I just gotta grind. Okay, what is her voice? I need to drink water, and then I'll decide her voice. My throat's been a little dry and scratchy today.
I should probably... I should probably, get my humidifier filled back up and use that. It's just such a pain. I have to go, like, all the way to the kitchen to fill it, and... I don't know. Then I have to carry it back, and over and over again. Oh well. I just remembered I could mute my mic. Okay. Well, well, well. What have we here? A wide-eyed and wandering young adventurer? Come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Yeah, I think this will work. Maybe a little higher? Yeah, how about right out here? Welcome. Mione's my name. Or Mother Mione, as most call me. And the Carling Canopy is my place. It's a little low. Yeah, I think I can swing this. I think this works just fine. I just have to make it smoother. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? Ooh, breathy. To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well within our nation. All may seem well with our nation. Let me just restart. To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north. And that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years passed. Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when a dead worm emerged from within the lesser moon, Dalamud, and rained fire upon the realm. It is what people call the calamity. Scarcely a square mome of Twelveswood was spared the devastation. Yet, despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I am well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of the events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing: that Eorzea was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. I am speech jamming myself a little bit by listening to my stream in the background. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm. And yet, whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst the blinding glare. Thus have these adventures come to be known as the Warriors of Light. The Warriors? The book series about the cats? Pray, do not feel daunted by the deeds of the legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. See, I don't need to banter if I can just read the game dialogue. And then that's content. Let's go. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scroll your name right there. Oh, and I would appreciate if you used your real name. There's a special There's a special place in the seventh hell for those who use amusing aliases. Yeah, my real name is Joe Mama. What are you talking about? Shomu, hmm? And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? Very well. From... Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania, nation blessed of the elementals, and the bounty of the Twelfthwood. The guild expects great things from you. Look at what's just arrived. Another God's damned adventurer. Yeah, I think I'm okay saying that because it is their fictional gods. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very solve that Gridania needs. The Elder Seer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not, lest you forget. It is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the seventh hell. That's a death threat, I'm pretty sure. I don't know enough Final Fantasy lore to know that for certain, but I'm pretty sure that's a death threat. Pay that outburst no mind. He only meant to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the Twelveswood of late, you see, and the Woodwhalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not know well, your good self included. You just met me, you can't know that I'm trustworthy. Fear not, however, given a catalogue of exemplary deeds and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. Hey, is that an M-dash? Does that mean this was written with AI? On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Now then, you may depend on old Mother Mione to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. I would have declined the quest completion. You've taken the first... I skipped that first dialogue, sorry. You've taken the first step as an adventure in the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Mione, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. This probably should be read in my voice, but... Now, I leveled up. I should probably keep moving. Now, Mione, proprietress of the Carling Canopy, wants you to perform 3 tests that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. I normally just skip all this stuff. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? A very good place to start. Well, that's the very beginning, isn't it? But now that you're a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure you have a firm grasp on the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. I think the voice I started with has drifted away, but oh well. Eh? Warning, the stream's current bitrate, 6840.84 kilobits per second, is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommended that you use a stream bitrate of 6800 kilobits per second. Now wait a minute. I'm pretty sure 6840.84 is higher than 6800. No? I mean, I can watch the stream in 1080p 60. It looks a bit crunchy. It's definitely not at the bitrate it really should be, but you know. Oh well. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish for you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetheryte. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetheryte Plaza, not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetheryte plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you have located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. Ooh, I'm almost drifting towards non-roticity. For your second task, you are to visit the Archers Guild. I don't know, what sounds more fun? For your second task, you are to visit the Archers Guild. You are to visit the... Yeah, sure, screw it. Let's do it. There is no better place to learn the arts of the bow. Speak with Athelina, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you shall find weapons and armor, and all the various items that an adventurer might need on her travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Parsmontret, and listen well. Parsmontret. How do you say his name? Parsmontret, and listen well to his counsel. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You know what? Fair enough. I am too. Okay, it just sounds like I have rhoticism. I think I'm laying it on a bit too thick. You have your tasks, Shomumu. May Nofika guide you on your path. May Nofika guide your path. Ah, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I am certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer whom they can confide in their woes. In whom they can confide their woes. I'm trying to focus on too much. Yes, hyperoticity. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of realm-shattering importance. But prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time, folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. Entrust you with matters of moment. I'm not rolling my R's. Come on. Reputation. Oh. I also suggest that you lend an ear to the smith here in the canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Yeah, my voice I've been doing for has just dropped. Oh well. I do have a letter. I have to go to the delivery Moogle to accept it. I'll leave it for later. What's our end goal before we end stream? I think we reach level 5, and then I can end stream. Why is it telling me now? Okay. Well, Bernadette, what do you have to say? Bernadette is seeking adventures to breathe metal. To breathe their metal. I'm not gonna remember Bernadette's voice. So we're just gonna have something pretty generic. Newly come to Gridania, are you? In search of fame and fortune, perhaps. If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak with Chancelope. Chancelope. Yeah, Chancelope of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creatures of the Twelveswood have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it has fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I am certain that your offer of aid will be well received. Would be well received, but whatever. I should probably just turn off tips, but whatever. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithfully following Mother Mione's instructions. Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nissia of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Aether. This is definitely not her voice, but whatever. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are the device that tap into ethereal energies, and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Sorry, what is this voice? Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. As these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all at once. Before rushing out into the wilds, I suggest you start with the Aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. You tune with Aetherite, you're not able to use or transport. Okay, I'm not gonna read everything. Oh, hey, viewer. Oh, wait, that's me. Okay. Time to start setting up hotbar stuff. We really don't need the play guide bound there. Do we really need teleport bound? I mean, like, whatever, we'll leave it for now. Let's go talk to Chancelope. Sorry, Chancelope. Is it Chancelope? 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 Or is it Chancelope? Like antelope? Or cantaloupe? Oh right, do I have to manually tune to every shard? Oh no, it looks vaguely French. I'm not going to attempt a French accent. I like garlic. It would probably be more fair to be doing, or more interesting to be trying a French accent. But as I can't do that at all, I shall not try. You've seen my attempts at other accents that are pretty much written in, and they're still awful. Bernadette said you should be. Well, inexperienced or not, if you wish to prove your worth to the people of Gridania, you were right to come. You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? Okay, so I think I want to complete like the level 5 quest for this actually. I know I'm shifting goalpost, but like, I think that's a better stopping point. Because then we actually get a little bit of gameplay. However, we have received reports that vast clouds of creature spores have rendered parts of Twelvewood impassable, and ruined crops besides. We periodically cull the fungular population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken to spawning out of season, making it ever more difficult to keep their numbers in check. Though this is indeed a troubling development, the god's quiver has more pressing concerns and can ill afford to waste time fighting fungars. Have I been misreading that? No. If you wish to prove yourself, go to the central shroud and exterminate 6 of the pests. Use caution and approach them one at a time, lest your adventuring career be cut disappointingly short. Sorry? Fmibus? Fmibus? Fmibus. It's one of them. I don't know how to read their names. Hail, adventure. Hail, adventure. Hail, adventure. Might you have a moment? I am in need of a trustworthy soul to deliver a missive to Parnell. You can find her in the shaded bower, in the midst of the markets. Why would I not simply go and speak with her myself? Well, as I'm sure you've observed, Gridanians have a tendency to be rather, in person, they can be, well, a little on the prickly side. The matter is not urgent. Simply hand over the missive the next time you find yourself in the markets. Please, as a favor from one adventurer to another. So real. Greetings, friend. You found your way to the Archers Guild. Do you seek to uncover the secrets of our art? Now that I think on it, you have the look of one who has received Mother Mione's gentle instruction. Very well, I shall give you a brief introduction to archery and the Archers Guild. The skills practiced by our archers allow them to gauge an enemy's weakness from afar and turn the tide of battle with a single, well-placed arrow. Should you join us, you will be taught to do the same. Archery, as practiced in Gridania, was born of 2 distinct styles of bowmanship. The first was devised by the longbow sentries of the Elzin, who once ruled the lowlands, while the second belonged to the shortbow hunters of the formerly nomadic Mikote. As you will doubtless be aware, both races ultimately came to call the 12 Woods home. Though the 2 people began as rivals, they gradually learned to live together in harmony. During this time, they learned from one another their two schools of archery intermingling to give birth to the art as it is known today. The next stop is... That was not the intention of this voice, it's just where it's ended up. For a time, the bow was used primarily for hunting. But as the hunters vied with one another to prove who was the better shot, there emerged a group of archers whose ultimate goal lay not in the practical pursuit per se. Lay not in the practical pursuit of prey, but in perfection. Thus was the Archers Guild born from the ranks of the Trappers League. It is the way of the guild to promote greatness in archery through friendly competition, and the result of our methods can be seen in the vaunted archers of the God's Quiver, many of whom spent their formative years loosing arrows at the guild's practice butts. I hope this gives you a better idea of who we are and what we do here. Oh, did I see a spark of ambition flare within your eyes? I need to figure out audio monitoring because I am actually speech jamming myself. If you wish to draw string with the finest archers in Eorzea, look no further than the Archers Guild. Before you can enlist, however, you must gain the approval of the Guildmaster. Once you're ready to proceed, speak with me again and we can begin seeing about your enrollment. Wow. This game's going to be a lot slower if I read everything. Whatever. So, are you resolved to join the Archers Guild? Maybe we tone it down in future streams, but we'll see. Athelania wishes you from your desire to join the Archers Guild. The look in your eyes bespeaks your The look in your eyes bespeaks your determination. It would be my pleasure to refer you to Guildmaster Lucien. Lucien? Luciane? Lucien? Oh. Lest you worry unduly, Lucien is an affable and kind-hearted woman. Even those not of the guild have been known to seek your counsel on various matters, and ever have they been given fair hearing. Sorry? Ever have they been given fair hearing? Yeah, I read that right. Okay. Luciane awaits you in the training area yonder. Present yourself before her, and impress upon her your desire to join the guild. Sorry, clip thing. She'll be here for a while. Greetings. Greetings, adventure. No. I kind of know the sound I'm trying to go for, but I'm not sure if I can achieve it. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to join our ranks. I don't think that's right. Let's wait for the monitor to hear. No, it's definitely not that. I could just pivot and go back to the Mickey voice. Greetings, adventurer. Okay, that's almost Jesse. Yeah, sure, you know what? It's good. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to join our ranks. I'm Lucien, master of the Archers Guild, and I bid you welcome. Our doors are open to all those who have the will to learn. Allow me to explain the basics of our art, and offer you a foretaste to that which we teach the members of our guild. The bow's greatest advantage, the bow's greatest advantage is its range. Unlike those arms used in other disciplines of war, it allows one to strike at the enemy from afar. Though the bow may not boast the destructive force of a sword or spear, its myriad strategic applications more than compensate for their shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery and a veritable deluge? I forgot that word. Deluge? And a veritable deluge of death will be yours to rain down upon your foes. Greeting, adventure. What is that even? By fighting from a distance, we can better assess the battlefield and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. This is of paramount import, as our role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weakness. With the requisite placement and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members, that they might learn to strike at vulnerabilities, swiftly and surely. Now, any halfwit can bend the bow, but it's no simpler undertaking to become a skilled archer. You must be prepared for a long and arduous journey. Are you resolved to complete that journey? Yeah, I'll dedicate myself to. I should have flipped the coin. I think I have to say yes. I think it's but thou must. Very well. Now before proceeding any further, I must needs gauge you in Okay, I actually have to mute my stream in the background. Okay. Very well. Now, before proceeding any further, I must needs gauge your innate aptitude for archery. To this end, I hereby assign you the following trial. Slay the squirrels, ladybugs, and fungi that roam just beyond the city gates. 3 of each should suffice. In so doing, you will prove your fitness to join the Archers Guild. Report back to me when the task is accomplished. I doubt that it will be trouble to you unduly. I doubt that it will trouble you unduly. Yeah, no, I think this is actually the best, the peak choice of voice for this character. It had to be this. I don't like how my non-heroic are sound because they just sound like I've heard it. Well, I mean, that is kind of the idea, right? But like, okay, we're going to graphics card docs. Holy cow. I want to. Okay, I'm going to do that so that even if I focus loss, I still have background music. Okay, so I need to do that. I need to go to Parnell, and I need to do that. I go to Place Montre and the markets. I could have just. Oh well. I should also probably find all the aetherites. Let's see. If I do this, what happens? Parnell is the retainer of okay. I'm like, I feel like I've spoken to Parnell before. Greetings, madam. Might you be looking to secure the services of a retainer? It's. I don't want to double down on the joke, although honestly, she looks like she could pull it off. Oh well. I need to give this message. What's this? A missive from you, as you say. Whatever could it be about? Let me see now. She wants to know about the available stock of potions at the markets. Markets? I'm gonna speak normally for her. Just plain. Yo, bro, can you chill, maybe? Hardly a matter that warrants a letter, much less the hiring of a courier. Why could she not ask the question in person? I sense that adventurers from beyond our borders find Gridanians somewhat difficult to deal with. Are we truly so devoid of warmth? If we mistrust outsiders, it is only because so many of them have brought chaos to dwells with, and such sins as theirs are not soon forgotten. Yet I suppose we might endeavor to be a little less cold. Yeah, I read that with way too much emotion then, but oh well. Maybe I should have read more of my normal stories. What's bro doing over here? Is he crafting something? He sure ain't minding. By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Place Montre, master of the markets? Nah, this guy gotta be this way. You think you can stroll in here bold as you please and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! A merchant does not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you had some tasty morsel to curry my favor, then I might reconsider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of Mioda's handwork, and more specifically her bacon. Don't look so surprised, lass. I smell that eel pie of yours a mile away. Hand it over. That flaky crust, just divine. Very well, I am a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. The aspiring adventurer needs to look no further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Such goods are are the province of the Rosewood Stalls, directly south of here. You will be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so you needn't fear defective straps and the like. If it's potions and paraphernalia you seek, head north to the Ebony Stalls. Welcome to the curio shop. That's not quite right, but it's pretty close. Welcome to the curio shop. I'm not gonna try match his voice right now. If it is, okay. The shelves there are lavishly stocked by widely traveled Udon merchants. And I may truly say that I have seen things among their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. Do you follow me thus far? The first step at any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs. Then you may concern yourself with the price and profit. There is little more I can teach you with mere words. Go, peruse the stalls, and see for yourself what wares they offer. There's no substitute for first-hand experience, after all, and I am weary of talking. Unless you have another eel pie. This guy's peak only because I've decided he sounds like the curio shop guy from Webkins. I haven't heard that voice in long enough that I don't have it on lock. I'm very sad. The master of the market's price montre is willing to permit adventures. Okay. Oh, as master of the market, I totally just skipped that dialogue, and I don't actually care enough to go back. As master of the markets, I entertain many requests. This order from the whalers, for example, but I delegate their fulfillment to my hirelings, that I might tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and the length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Singulet of the Lancers Guild. There is much and more to be found in these stalls if you have the dedication to seek it, and the coin to procure it. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares, so numerous are the debts I am owed. A fine proposition, is it not? I am spared a simple task, and you gain priceless mercantile experience. Why, I should rather charge you for such an opportunity. But, worry not, I am a man of my word, and the terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Singulet, and she may even see fit to reward you. Honestly, I actually don't think it's a bad choice of voice for the way he's written. You got discerning eyes, miss? The craftsmanship's truly something, ain't it? Perfect for securing any manner of horsemanship. Gosh, if I never hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. And there I was thinking I might make a guild today. Here, take the darn brambleweed rope and bugger off. Admiranda? Welcome, welcome. At the best of good Master Parchment, you say? To what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, milady? May I take this opportunity to say that it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. But you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, feel free to take as much as you require, and you will, of course, inform Master Parchment that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs, yes? Sorry, lass, we ain't open yet. Oh, what a parchment trace. Well, and what was it you said you wanted? A bone spearhead? Ah, here she is. Take it and tell that where is this? Take it and tell that bastard we're square. Yeah, I think I kind of like how I read that last line. Retaining. Singular. What business have you with me, adventurer? You come upon the bidding of Master Parchment. So soon. I am impressed. I placed my order a short time ago, yet here are all the items I requested. Truly, Master Parchment is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You would do well to mold yourself in his image if you have any aspirations as a merchant. Sighing with the way I just read that. Okay, well, we're at an hour 50, so let's focus on the Way of the Archer real quick, and then we can complete that quest. And let's finish these 3 quests: Populating Control, Way of the Archer, and then Close to Home. There's actually an A3 over here I wanted to attune myself to. I don't think I attuned myself to that one. That sucks. Okay, and when do I want to pick this up again? Maybe... Let's see, when did I schedule this stream for? It was... Let's see, what time is it now? So, 7 o'clock UTC. So, 7 o'clock UTC on Tuesday. So, what if I want to do it tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's right, that is UTC, isn't it? Maybe... If I'm feeling it, I'll do it on Thursday. If not, it might not be till next week. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. Caminto Komori. That's a good name. See, one of the nice things about playing around this time is servers are a little bit less busy. Like, you know, you're hardly gonna have a waiting time. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious my general region even if I use UTC. Right, so no, we're not doing side quests right now. We're just doing the quests we need to. And then the next one I'm not reading through everyone's dialogue. And so yeah, I'm just not gonna read everyone's dialogue, and then we can just cruise this out loud, or at least not in voice. I might still read it out loud, just not in voice, and then we can cruise through quests a lot faster, because like half the time for quests is just reading the text. So no, let's go get the Arcanist. Or no, that's the, what do you call it? Herbalist? Botanist? Yeah, Botany Guild up here. maybe I should speak with a little bit more energy on stream, you know? Just trying, I'm just listening back to my voice, and it's really not all that pleasant to listen to, you know? So maybe if I just like bring it up a little bit more, it's just a little bit more stream energy, yeah? No, I'm... That's not that much better, to be honest, but like, you know, it's going to be a learning process. I'm going to figure it out. Of course, I got to work on my filler words, because I keep using a lot of them that I really don't like. They just kind of sound eh. But... I don't know, I was working on a song for just working on a song. My vocal coach, he's like talking to me about like the meaning and the feeling of the song. I'm like, oh crap, I'm probably gonna have to like practice emoting if I want to like sing properly and stuff, because I'm generally, I think, not a super emotive person. Oh heck yeah. Of course, I don't think it helps that I have to, you know, think about the emotional depth in German, a language that I hardly speak, from the perspective of a composer who died hundreds of years ago, but whatever. Yeah, I don't even know how to emote. I can hardly emote in English, and I have to figure out how to emote in German? Are you kidding? Where is this? This way? Actually, I think... Which gate is this? Blue Badger? Okay, well, I can... Actually, I could have just used that last 8th, right? Like, yeah. I'm trolling. Alright. Combat time. I have... Archer might be one of my lowest level classes on my current main. So, like, I've hardly put any time into it, so... Let's see if I remember how this works. Is it combo? What's the idea here? Oh, Hawk's Eye? How do I trigger Hawk's Eye? 20% chance of getting Hawk's Eye when shooting a heavy shot. Okay. Did I say finish the level 5 quest? That was trolling. I'm going back to my original goal of reaching level 5. I do think that's a much better goal. I'm not getting too tired, but like realistically I should sleep. I do have some plans tomorrow, although I'm not working. In the time since my last stream, I have obtained a second job, so although yeah, there's a little bit of frustrations, but that's life. It's pretty different because my my like other job is kind of like a family business type thing, and it's really run like it. So there's a lot more you know, non-formality in a lot of systems. Like our schedules are normally written on the back of receipts. I'm actually working on like a template. So that we have like real paper that looks nice for our schedules. Because I think my boss like wrote our schedule on his like ballot last week. I'm like, okay, it's got to that point. I think like one or two of the employees there actually just walked in and applied for a job. Everyone else there is like somehow knew like one of the, you know, part of the family was like friend, and that's how they got the job, including myself. And you know, that's fun, but it you know, it is just a little bit of a mess sometimes. And this other job is, you know, massive corporation, you know, multinational. Not to say scheduling isn't a mess, because it's just a lot of stuff. A lot of people are adjusting to new stuff. But you know, the kind of where they're using like proper payroll apps and theoretically scheduling. Scheduling's been a bit of a mess, actually. Still, let's focus on the main quest. Where was Mother Mione? I think it was right here, but she became rather neurotic. She became. The conquering hero returns. You have completed my little tasks, I trust. The 3 locations you visited will feature prominently in your life as an adventurer. It is best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And as you took the time to listen to the words of the citizenry, I cannot emphasize how important it is to lend your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial the matter may seem. I am thankful that you are an obliging sort, Shomumu. It is adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locals and pave the way for those who follow. I pray Gridania can rely on your aid in its struggles to come. Yeah, we'll start the next one. Shomumu, have you visited the Bannock in your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled into swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Gelfrid, is an instructor there, and I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself, and find out if there is anything you can do to help him. Mind you do not stray far from the path. The Twelveswood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. Yeah, nailing the roticity in that accent is going to be pretty difficult, but if I want to get good at accents, then I better start practicing, hey? And based on this, it's going to be a lot of practicing. We have hit the 2-hour mark of being streaming. I'm not sure if it's necessarily I've been live. Yeah, I've been live for about 2 hours. So that's cool. I can't even remember this guy's voice. Screw it. Well, the fledgling adventurer returns, and none the worse for wear by the look of it. Ha! You may yet be of use to this nation. I know that's not the voice out of him, but whatever. On behalf of Gridania, I thank you. I almost went for a draw there. No, it has to be very eager. Very funny. Let's go for an eye patch. I don't think I can wear it until I level up, but yeah. I should do that soon. And she was, welcome back, Shamumu. It would seem you have successfully completed the trial. You have proven yourself worthy of a place within these halls. It is with pleasure that I name you an archer. No, it wasn't quite cowboy drawl. It is with pleasure that I name you an archer of the guild. As fellows of the path, let us strive together for greater mastery of our art. Now, though you may be a member of the Archers Guild, know that your seniors will not coddle you with personal attention. It is up to you to seek out the experiences you need to grow as an archer. To this end, I present you with this hunting log. Written within are the names of such creatures as would provide fitting challenge. Should you find yourself lacking direction, you will do well to refer to the log. By way of a first step, I encourage you to practice proper technique. Loose arrow after arrow, paying close attention to form, until the movement becomes second nature. When drawing your bowstring has become as natural to you as drawn breath, and the world seems clear when viewed down the shaft of an arrow, return to me. Go well, my young apprentice. Let's go. We are now at level 5. I'm going to start this quest. Good evening, Ishamumu. I feel it was about time you returned. Have you grown more accustomed to the bow? Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that you have grasped the fundamental essence of archery. Tell me, Shumumu, do you truly understand what it means to see clearly? To see clearly is not merely to look. It is to observe with intent. Fail to do this, and no amount of talent with a bow will avail you. An archer must remain vigilant for any trace of his target, overlooking not the smallest detail, lest it prove crucial to the realization of his purpose. He must, in short, see clearly. The coming task will test your powers of observation. A number of targets have been hidden throughout the city. I would have you seek out and destroy them. Each will fall easily to your heavy shot technique. When you have completed the task, return to me and we will continue. Okay, we have started this quest. We've just hit 2 hours. I really ought to be starting to get ready to sleep. So, can I, if I just sit, I just want to check my like sitting poses. Can I see pose? That's such a fun animation. Okay, that's casual. Bro, I have a coworker and he can sit like this. It's crazy. I don't know. I might be able to. I have to stretch, get flexible. All right. Well, this is fun. I think I will log out here. Stay flexy. Let's see. I'm gonna sign off here. I don't remember if I had like an outro or anything. I get the feeling I didn't. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Again, it has been like, surely only a week, right? That's what I said. Every week I'd post. Yeah, it's only been a week. I'm just gonna, you know, redefine what a week is to be 3 months long. I'm tempted to do something similar on another project, but I think that's all for now. Have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you. Assuming the concept of time is still relevant whenever you're watching the VOD, because we all know I've got viewers now. Do we want to... Yeah, let's just watch the opening cutscene first, because I skipped it. And then I'll sign off. Actually, I'm going to mute myself, and then once this cutscene ends, then I'm going to stop streaming. So, while this starts, if anyone happens to be watching this VOD, because I know you're not watching live, thank you. My apologies. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Bro, rip my